Dragapult EX is the best deck in the Pokemon trading card game. Or is it? In Japan, this deck has been absolutely tearing it up, dominating tournaments left and right, considered the best deck in format. But in the first couple of days of these cards being out, Dragapult has kind of struggled, hasn't done so well in online tournaments, and I think there's still a lot to be asked, like a lot of questions around Dragapult EX and how strong this deck really is. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Dragapult EX. And I think one of the big questions is, how do you play Dragapult? Right now, we have 3 different ways of playing Dragapult. Dragapult with Xatu, Dragapult with Pidgeot, Dragapult in a Lost Zone engine. And I hope we can cover all of those throughout the coming weeks to try and refine what Dragapult is. It clearly is a card with a ton of potential, but I'm not so sure this is a clear cut, this is the definitive best deck, at least based on my time with this Xatu build. And not saying this build is bad, but definitely going to take some time to get to the perfect list. So I think we're all building towards that. Let's start talking about Dragapult. Dragapult is a dragon type Pokemon with 320 HP, and because it's dragon type, it has no weaknesses and no resistance. So 320 HP on a dragon type, really tough to KO, period. And on top of that, it has some awesome moves. Jet Headbutt for a colorless energy does 70 damage. It's fine if you've got nothing else happening. You can take out some single prize basic Pokemon like a Charmander or a Ralts. But really, we're playing it for Phantom Dive for 1 fire and a Psychic Energy does 200 damage. And you get to put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you like. Being able to spread them around means you can divide them across different Pokemon or load up one. And this can be used to get extra prizes here and there or soften up a big target for a massive multi-prize KO on a future turn. So let's go and dig into the list that we're working with here. Shoutouts to the chat. I admittedly was struggling with the deck and we made some changes along the way. Shoutouts to everyone on the recommendations. We've got a 4-4-3 line of Dragapult. We are working on, we've got Dreepy here, 70 HP, not really fighting with this at all, but we have 4 copies of Drakloak, which is also a draw engine for the deck with the ability Recon Directive, where once during your turn, you can look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them in your hand and then put the other one on the bottom of your deck. So a little bit of draw power here, and it's really nice to have all 4 of those going. Now, you'll probably want a rare candy to get a Dragapult on turn 2, but having a couple of Drakloaks early on to help draw cards is fantastic. And then we also have Xatu to draw cards and attach energy, which is one of the things I like about Xatu, where its clairvoyant sensibility lets you attach a psychic energy from hand onto your Pokemon, onto your bench Pokemon, and then draw 2 cards. So even more draw power there. And I do like the Xatu option because it gives you an out. Like if you don't attach energy on the first turn, you can get 2 energy on one go with Xatu, and that's just really nice to have. We also have 1 Rotom V, where we're going to play this at the beginning of the game and use Instant Charge to draw 3 cards, giving us a better opportunity of setting up on the following turn. Manaphy to protect the bench against damage. Now, keep in mind here that Manaphy does not block damage counters, so other Dragapults can hit Manaphy, and Jirachi does not block Dragapult. Jirachi only blocks damage counters from basic Pokemon. So you'll need to get the Rabsca if you really want to block both, but it's an evolution Pokemon and that's clunky to set up. They can just boss KO it, and you're wasting a lot of resources setting that up. So we're only rolling with the Manaphy here. We've got 1 copy of Tatsugiri. This is a new card in Twilight Masquerade with the great ability attract customers, where once during your turn, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck when this Pokemon is in the active and grab a supporter card you find there and put it into your hand. So can be very great for consistency. In particular, if you can attach a rescue board to this Tatsugiri, you can use it as your pivot after KOs, and then use that to grab your supporter card, pivot back out into your attacker, and get rolling. And then 1 copy of Radiant Alakazam, which lets you move damage counters, up to 2 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one of their Pokemon. And so you can manipulate the math here so that you are maximizing your KO opportunities. For trainer cards, we got one copy of Counter Catcher where you can switch out a bench Pokemon on your opponent's side into the active when you're behind on prizes, and oftentimes you're going to be behind on prizes because you're an evolution deck, you're a little slower to set up. We've got 3 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down, 3 copies of Ultra Ball where you can discard 2 cards and grab any Pokemon of your choice, basic or evolution, 1 copy of Unfair Stamp. Now there's a lot of specs that work well in Dragapult. Unfair Stamp is one. You could use Scoop Up Cyclone. You could use I've seen some use Secret Box, and I've also seen Prime Catcher. I started out with Prime Catcher in here actually, but Unfair Stamp also works, and it's just a great it's a great A spec in general, where if one of your Pokemon was knocked out on the previous turn, you play Unfair Stamp, both players shuffle their hands into their deck, you draw 5 cards, and your opponent draws 2. And this can give you a little more time to set up and can also put your opponent at a bit of a deficit so that you can make that game-winning push. 1 copy of Professor's Research. You discard your hand, draw 7 cards. This is great in a jam if you just need a bunch of resources. 1 copy of Rescue Board, where you can lower your retreat cost by 1. You can ideally attach this to the Tatsugiri, but you can pretty much attach this to everything except for the Alakazam and get free retreat on that Pokemon. 1 copy of Pal Pad to get 2 of our discarded supporter cards from our deck or discard pile and put them back into our deck. 1 copy of Temple of Sinnoh, really important card in this deck where all special energies attached to Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, provide 0, or they're just colorless energy. So any special effects are gone. This is great for turning off mist energy, where your opponent is using that mist energy to block the damage counters, and you can play Temple of Sinnoh and say, psych, I'm dropping these 6 damage counters on your head now. 2 copies of Boss's Orders to gust a bench Pokemon into the active. 4 copies of Arven lets you grab an item and a supporter card from your deck. Kind of like the Charizard tech, where you're playing the Arven to get a Forest Seal Stone. Actually, we don't have Forest Seal Stone in this deck. That's something to consider here. Now that I see it, we have the Rotom. Add a Forest Seal Stone to this deck. I don't know what you take out to put a Forest Seal Stone here, but Forest Seal Stone seems pretty good in this deck. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I would put a Forest Seal Stone in here if you can squeeze it in. 1 copy of Professor Turo's Scenario, where you can put one of your Pokemon in play into your hand. This is great for healing off a Dragapult and just going in with a fresh one, and that's pretty awesome. And you're oftentimes going to have the Drakloaks in play anyway, so it shouldn't be that hard to get your new Dragapult off and running. 2 copies of TM Evo, where you, for 1 energy, you can choose 2 of your bench Pokemon and attach or evolve them up. So generally you want to go second with this deck, and I oftentimes went first, I will admit. But yeah, go second, get the TM Evo, evolve up your Drakloak, so on turn 2 you are more realistically attacking with Dragapult on that following turn. 2 copies of Super Rod to get in combination of basic energy and Pokemon up to 3 from your discard pile back into your deck. 2 copies of Rare Candy to skip that stage 2 evolution to go straight from Dreepy into Dragapult. 4 copies of Buddy Poffin to get our basics up to 70 HP onto the board, and we can put 2 down at a time, which is fantastic. 3 copies of Iono for that hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands, put it to the bottom of their deck, and then draw equal to the number of prize cards remaining. And then 2 copies of Earthen Vessel. Again, I would stress, I would try and squeeze in, maybe you take out a Nest Ball and put in a Forest Seal Stone so you can maximize your Arven play stuff. Maybe I will update the when you copy and paste the deck list, I'll take out a Nest Ball and put in the Forest Seal Stone, or not, I don't know. Last but not least, 4 copies of Psychic Energy and 4 copies of Fire Energy and 4 copies of Psychic Energy. So maybe we'll leave the list. We'll leave the list as is. Definitely put in a Forest Seal Stone. I'd recommend taking out the Nest Ball. Maybe we take out the Nest Ball. Okay, regardless, the general game plan is you want to get Dragapult rolling, and it's really important because Phantom Dive 200 damage is okay. You will take out some smaller 2-prize Pokemon like a Rotom or a Squawkabilly, but you're not one-shotting any relevant targets for the most part. Instead, you're going to be using those damage counters to push yourself ahead in the race, and that might mean either taking out smaller Pokemon or softening up bigger Pokemon in order to take those down later easier. So it's a lot of math for Dragapult, and you're going to have to get really comfortable with figuring out your prize mapping so that you are maximizing all of your damage counters on the board to take your prize route as efficiently as possible. All right, let's get to these matches. Ooh, looks like we are in the mirror match here. I think we wait. I think we hold our hand. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of any of these pieces right now. Okay. Now the Manaphy actually becomes a liability in this matchup. They get their turn 1 attached. They only have 4 cards, but we're going to give them 6, which sucks. Here, let's go and Xatu up. Hopefully we can find a rescue board along the way here. And a Dragapult. There's the Dragapult. That's fantastic. But we need... Okay, do we use this time? I don't want to get rid of the Super Rod, but I really would like the Buddy Poffin. Let's get rid of the Rod. Fire. I think we just get rid of... We get the Fire. We only get the Fire. Because I don't want to send the Psychic to the bottom of the deck. And then we go Dreepy, Natu. We prize 2 of our... Okay, we need to find... We need to find a board. We don't find the board. That's unfortunate. We end our turn here. That's tragic. Absolutely tragic. They could take... They're probably going to take 2 prizes right here. Oh, they're just going to TM Evo up. Okay. If we can knock out... Yeah, we want to take a 2-prize turn on the following turn. They play Manaphy. Manaphy's not... No, they shouldn't have played Manaphy. They shouldn't have played Manaphy. Okay. If we just take 2 prizes, right? Okay. What are they going to switch? Oh, they're using Manaphy as a sacrifice here. Oh, to TM Evo. Actually, that's smart. That's smart. And they probably get TM Devo. Oh, they're just throwing cards out. Okay. 100 and... Oh, they don't get a Dragapult up. Okay. We will still take a 2-prize turn here. Okay, and we get a Dragapult, which is nice. Clairvoyant Sense. We'll go attach to the Dreepy. And I could turn it into... Oh, we have to play Arven here. We have to play Arven here. I could go Rare Candy... No, I want to turn that into a Drakloak. There's no point in making that a Dragapult right now. I don't... we have Research. If we make it double Dragapult, then they can't... Yeah, we have Research in hand, so I think it's fine if we do that. Dragon Rescue... Yeah. Okay. If we go double Dragapult, right? And we hard retreat the Manaphy. We bring in Dragapult. And we can snipe out... Actually, do we play a third Dreepy? I don't think we have to. And we'll just take 2 prizes right now. So we'll take out the Manaphy. And then we'll drop 5 on the Natu. And then where is our math best? I think on the Xatu, we're going to be two-shotting Dragapults anyway. I don't think we're going to be at a point. It could add up. It could add up. Okay, let's do that. It probably would add up faster if we went for the Xatu, now that I think about it. Okay, we'll take 2 prizes, regardless. Now, they only have 3 cards. Do they have... Okay, they get the Recon Directive, so they're going to be able to draw 2 more. They need a Psychic Energy. They need Dragapult. Or this is going to fall apart for them very quickly. They get the Dragapult. And we're probably going to lose... Okay, losing the Psychic Energy does suck. We do have Unfair Stamp. That's nice. Interesting. They must have the Psychic Energy in hand if they're willing to play that right now. Yeah. And Rescue Board. Get the second Dragapult up. So how is the mathing right now? I think we have to soften up the Xatu and take a 3-prize turn. No, that doesn't... No, we have to go after the Dragapult. We have to go after the Dragapult. Okay. That's fine. Let's go and get a Dreepy down. Okay. And we will Unfair Stamp. Yeah, we have to play for the 4-prize turn at this point. And we could Turo. We could Turo and wipe 2 off the board. Actually, I kind of like that as an option. Do we, though? Do I have to do that right now? I will attach to the Dreepy. And... yeah, let's do that. We Turo out. We go into the Dragapult. Let's play the second one. And then we bomb for 200. And we have to put it all on this. Now, Manaphy's probably dead. Manaphy's probably dead. Do we? If we prized... Okay, they get an Arven down. Or play an Arven. Scoop up Cyclone. They get to heal off their stuff. And they get their pieces. That's annoying. Because now we are... they Uno reversed us this time. Okay. Damn, I thought we had this good. And now it's not looking so hot. Okay, they get their 1 prize. I think we still have to... I think we're still okay. Right? We can still potentially set up a 4-prize play. Okay. Do I love the top deck of Rare Candy here? No, we don't. Okay. Before we do anything rash, let's Recon Directive. Hopefully, Rare Candy. Arven? Arven's good. Arven gets us Rare Candy and something else. We've burned our Rare Candy, so we can't even do that as a play. Okay, so that was a mistake. That was a mistake. We can do... do we just go Earthen Vessel and get the fire energy attached? I think so. Okay. Let's go and get our fire energy preemptively onto the Drakloak. Okay. Psychic Fire. And yeah, I think we have to get this one rolling. And hopefully we don't get punished too hard. Is the math still mathing to go after the Dreepy? If we have 4 prizes to go, I think we still have to focus on the... And this could be our downfall, honestly. And if we had Alakazam down, we actually could have moved a damage counter to take that out. And then we'd be in much better shape. Okay, they Arven. They're probably going to Rare Candy up, right? Yeah. Get the third Dragapult going. Does the math still work for us? I think it does. Assuming they don't have any other, like another attacker here. I think we're still okay. Okay, yeah, going after the Xatu doesn't matter. I don't think it does anyway. Okay, we'll take that KO. Sure. Okay. Losing the Dragapult here does kind of suck. I guess I could theoretically hold... Ooh. I think we got him. Right? That's 60. 260. Hold on. Let's go and draw cards. Drakloak, Iono. Let's grab the Iono. Actually, yeah. If we boss this up, we do 260. That's a pretty devastating move if we go after that one. And then we still have the Iono play later. Now, or Iono them down to 2 cards. Is it, what's more dangerous? Like, we're going to get this KO anyway. And we put this in 2-shot range no matter what. So would I rather have them? I think we'd rather have 2 cards. Yeah, I'd rather have them have 2 cards. There's the Alakazam. That's good. Ooh, hold on. Do we have to? That's Painful Spoons. And then we want to knock off, we want to get them down to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, I think is the play. If they have boss's orders, they can still win. If one of those 3 cards is boss's orders, they still take 2 prizes and it's over. Please no. Please no. Please no. Okay, they don't have it. They don't have it. Oh, they can't attach a Psychic Energy with Xatu either. That's it. They're cooked. They're cooked. They're cooked. Right? They take the 1 prize on the Xatu, and we just knock them out for 200. And we've mathed exactly the amount of damage counters we needed to win that game. That was close. That was close. Whew. Yeah, again, like, despite how bad it was looking for them, the Scoop Up Cyclone was great. And yeah, they just needed, yeah, we played that perfectly at the end there. GG's. Oh man. So as it turns out, I think it was the right play to Turo when we did stall that game out a little longer, especially since our opponent had Scoop Up Cyclone in hand. And that was a messy back and forth. Lots of damage counters dropped. And thankfully, and yeah, we did the exact same amount of damage to each other. But ultimately, we were able to put ourselves in position to take that win at the very end. I think concentrating on the Dragapults there, on the Dreepy Drakloak, like trying to keep it to us taking 2 prizes at a time, ended up being our savior there. Because if we hadn't, we would have been on odd prizes and then we'd have to take an extra KO, and that was kind of a mess. But we were able to push our way through and get the win. GG's. Potentially a board. I like the idea of getting the first big attack, and we're up against Raging Bolt Ogerpon, and that's horrifying. Okay, let's go Dreepy and Natu. And do we have the Rotom in here? Yep. Yes, we do. Okay. Let's go and grab a Rotom. And I'll hold our hand here. I don't think we have to set up anything else. Let's just instant charge. Okay, the Alakazam's good. The Fire Energy's good. We could potentially get a... Yeah, we can get Xatu down. Ogerpon's start is... Oh, man. Ugh. You think it's worse? Do you mean like the Pidgeot version? I've heard some people... Like, I've heard lots of debates. I've heard some people say the Pidgeot version's better. I've seen people say the Pidgeot version's worse. Based on my early play with the Dragapult so far, I don't think this is it. But I also don't know if the Pidgeot's it. I don't know if we have the... But, like, how does this deck do so well in Japan? I mean, is best of one really the difference? Because Dragapult is still doing well in Japan, despite the fact that, you know, they've now had, like, a month to... get comfortable with this deck and understand what it does and counter it. And ooh, throwing out 2 Raging Bolts is rough. Okay, that's good for us though. That's good for us. And yeah, the Pidgeot. Okay, so they could potentially attack on the following turn. They might have to go straight up Ogerpon. We do get a Drakloak. And, ooh, how do we want to do this? So there's no point in playing boss right now. No point in playing boss. I do want to play the Alakazam. How many retreat does Drakloak have? 2. Okay. If we go get rid of boss, and I'd say Countercatcher at this point, and we go grab ourselves... We grab ourselves the Xatu. Right, now we have to Earthen Vessel away. Oh, I really don't want to Earthen Vessel away. I think we have to Earthen Vessel away the Fire Energy. Okay. Because I need to hold our hand to make sure we don't have other stuff. Okay. Psychic. Attach. Arven's good. That gets us Rare Candy. And yeah, I think we got him. I think we got him. We go Rare Candy. Rare Candy Rescue Board. Attach. Attach. Now, having to get rid of... Oh, we can Drakloak here. Yeah, we can Drakloak. And that gets us an extra piece before we go into Dragapult. Temple of Sinnoh, Super Rod. Let's go get rid of the Temple of... I should have... Did I sequence myself into oblivion here? I think I kind of did. I think we can get rid of a Drakloak. And we'll get rid of Temple. We'll go grab Dragapult. And we're not going to hit the Pokestop here. Let's go retreat. And let's swing. 200. You played Lost Tina against it. You destroyed it. Dragapult Zard maybe. Zard can... Yeah, there's some people playing Dragapult Zard. Okay, if they get their Arven, they're probably going to get stabilized here a little bit. I think we need to get down another Dreepy. And the Rotom's kind of annoying at this point. Oh, okay. They get their Raging Bolt. We can start moving energy or moving damage to soften up the Raging Bolt coming in because it's going to have 300 HP. I don't know if actually, I don't know if it matters. Okay, let's see. Because, yeah, if we're still not two-shot... Yeah, we can two-shot it, but can we get it? I don't think we can get it into one-shot range. Okay, they're probably going to attack with 30, 60, 90, 120. They're doing 180, which is actually not bad. And actually, they're back in this game. They are back in this game. If they're doing decent damage on... Oh, and they get the extra attach, too, with the Teal Dance. That sucks. Yeah, because they can now attach the fighting energy to the Raging Bolt, putting themselves in... They could try and retreat and tank. They know I can't knock them out, but... Oh, I can knock them out with the Snipe. Let's see what their approach is. Okay, they attach the lightning energy. They're gonna attack on the following turn. It's kind of annoying we can't Iono, but like if we're gonna have one card in hand, this is the card we want. All right, Arven gets us stuff. I want more cards. I want more. Okay, we get a Dreepy down. That's fantastic. And I want to Recon Directive. Let's go and see what we get here. We get a Xatu, or I think we just grab the Super Rod at this point. Oh, we have two Super Rods. I didn't need either of those, really. And let's go and move some damage here. And we will attach fire energy to the Dragapult, and we can get some of that energy back later. So let's go and Phantom Dive 200 plus 60 to the Raging Bolt. Okay, we're up to... I have to assume that we're getting knocked out on the following turn. We do get a Dragapult, which is nice. But we have to find a Psychic... we can find the Psychic Energy with Arven. We still can't one-shot this, this Raging Bolt, which is a problem. Yeah, this feels like a bad matchup for Dragapult. Thankfully, they got off to a bad start. Starting with the Ogerpon could cost them the game. Now, they're still very much in it. Raging Bolt can hit insanely hard. If they get a Sada's Vitality here, can they? Yeah, they can. Oh, they need a fight. They need to find a fighting energy. If we can get the Ogerpon, like knocking out the Ogerpon feels like generally the best way to go about it. Oh, interesting. They go with the lightning energy. Do they have something else we're not seeing here? No, they do not. Oh, they get the Rod, and they get a Pal Pad back. And Fighting Energy in the discard isn't necessarily the worst. Okay, Teal Dance up. But we definitely want to play for a 4-prize turn here with the Ogerpon, with the Raging Bolt. Yeah, they're going to swing for 180. They're going to have to get rid of all of it, though. And they may not have the gas afterwards. We've got our Dragapult. We should be able to get our energy back after this. Arven might be too slow. Like, Arven's going to guarantee us the pieces, but... yeah, do we just move 1? Okay, if we go Drakloak up, and we just drop 1 damage counter. Oh, we can Unfair Stamp them too? That's awesome, actually. Let's go and Super Rod back in. Actually, let's get all these pieces back. All of those pieces back. Yeah, we'll take all 3 of those. Thank you very much. And I will... actually, yeah, let's Recon Directive first. Grab a free piece. We get our Fire Energy. Oh, no, no, no. We want the Psychic Energy here. Whew, that was almost a horrible mistake. Right? Now we actually don't need... we can play Arven. Does Arven get us anything, though? And we just soften up... I think we just move 1 damage counter. Does it matter? If they... do they have Bravery Charms, though? We're going to 2-shot anyway. Let's move 2. Let's move 2. And we can play Arven to get ourselves, like... Earthen Vessel and a different piece. Yeah. Okay, that can help us get this other Dreepy set up. Right, and we draw more cards. Psychic Fire. Actually, I probably shouldn't have grabbed the Fire Energy because we're just going to Unfair Stamp them anyway. Or do we hold our hand and say, bet? Okay. Recon Directive. Actually, I should have done... no, I want to Unfair Stamp them. I want to Unfair Stamp them. I'm not giving them 11 cards. We'll go find more cards later. You get 2 cards. There we go. We'll Phantom Dive for 200. And let's see what they can do with 2 cards. That felt like a very lucky turn there. That felt like a very lucky turn. A lot of good stuff happened for us there. Ooh, that's a horrible Pokestop. A horrible Pokestop. They do get energy retrieval. They are going to be able to attack. Actually do decent damage here. A Turo scenario could be kind of cool. The play, if we could top deck a boss's order, if we can draw into boss and take a 4-prize play, that would be incredible. Ooh, are they going to get the KO here? They might. Drago the Ripper, welcome back, homie. Long time no see. I hope you've been doing well. They're going to do 2-8. Yeah, do they have Sada? That's still a very... off of 2 cards? They did very well there. Yeah. So they are swinging for the fences here. He's 1 energy short. Yeah, they're 1 energy short. And let's see if we can get a 4-prize play here. That's the goal. TM Evo, don't care about that. Let's go in Clairvoyant Sense to the Dreepy. We get the Fire Energy. That's great. And we will go Drakloak, Recon Directive. There's the Dragapult. Fantastic. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Let's go and... Recon Directive. We get the fire energy. That's fantastic. And, oh, I should have taken a look at my deck to see what we even have. Let's go attach. They've only got 2 cards. And, yeah, if we Turo right now... And, yeah, we're going to get rid of those energies and stuff. But now we have another Dragapult ready to go. And we can move even more damage. So let's actually set ourselves up in more of a checkmate position here. So if we move 2 damage counter... Oh, we have to move it to 1 target. So, yeah, let's move it here. And then now they're going to get KO'd no matter what. We can throw down a 3rd Dreepy. And let's go swing for 200. We knock out the Raging Bolt. And we can soften up the... I don't think it matters what we hit here. We're taking... Actually, yeah, we just get the win. GG's. There we go. Finally getting rolling here against a tough matchup for us. That was a tough matchup. Like, they can one-hit KO us, but thankfully they started with the Ogre Pawn, which is not a good look for them. Raging Bolt just came up short, being able to knock us out. The Unfair Stamp was absolutely insane, and then just being able to put the incremental damage counters on, put us in one-shot territory of the other Ogre Pawn, and the Sandy Shocks at the end, and the Turo scenario scooped up at what would have been a potentially easy KO in the late game, and put that one out of reach. GG's. Pokemon TCG content on there as well. Let's go and put the Natu in the active. Opponent's turn. You've played Magic the Gathering. How do I feel about it? I liked it. It's complicated. Oh my goodness, they get the double Archeops off the rip. That feels bad. And the Minccino. The videos are really good. Thank you. And the Iron Hands down. And the Jet Energy up. Bruh. 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 Okay. Okay, we get the Rotom down for whatever that's worth. Let's see what I think we play the Alakazam. Do we play the Tatsugiri? I think we have to play the Tatsugiri. And let's play the Rotom and draw 3 cards to end this turn. And we're gonna play the I'm gonna hold the Temple of Sinnoh for now. Instant charge. Oh no. Oh no. They've got everything. Oh, they're gonna Iono us here instead? Okay. Okay, let's see. Do they hit it? There's the Lugia V-Star. Do they have the Chinchino? They're going to hit it right here. Minccino! Uh-oh. I mean, it's fine for them. Like, I don't got it like that. And also, we're going to lose our Natu. And this is... Let's see what they power... They're going to power up Lugia at this point, right? Yeah. What's the best thing to... Because we're probably not attacking this turn. We're almost certainly not... We don't have another Natu down. So... And what can we trap that's worth trapping? Because they're almost going to be... I think we're going to be down 3 prizes. At this rate, we will be down 3 prizes going into the next turn. At which point, like, are we just screwed? Potentially. Okay, we get the... Let's go and attract customers and see what we can even do here. Arven, Iono. Maybe Arven gets us... Arven gets us rare candy, but, like, we don't have... I think we're still boned. I think we're still boned. Because, like, even if we got a Dragapult out right now, we're not attacking anyway. Let's go and get the Super Rod. And let's go get a Natu down. You can grab a Rescue Board. And if we bring up... Yeah, we're going to be... We're going to be down 3 prizes no matter what. Actually, let's hold on to the Fire Energy. We'll let the Tatsugiri go. And is Lugia... Do we want to keep the Lugia in play? I think we just instant charge. There's our Fire Energy. I haven't seen that effect before. That weird pixelated sparkle. Yeah, they're going to take 3 prizes here. That sucks. I don't know if we can... Then they get their Chinchino, so the Chinchino is going to do a ton of damage. I probably... I think we have to hit the Iron Hands, right? Like, regardless. The Chinchino is going to absolutely... Okay. Okay. So, based on the current set of circumstances here, thankfully we got a Xatu. That's fantastic. Let's go and Clairvoyant Sense. We'll attach Psychic. Here. We get the Fire. That's fantastic. And I can... We can evolve up the 3rd Drakloak. We might be... Yeah, I think we're too slow. At this point... Actually, you know what? I should have... Let's take the Arven. Let's go and Ultra Ball away. Buddy Poffin. TM Evo. Actually, you know what? I can't... Yeah, let's play Arven right now. Arven gets us the Rescue Board. So we can go... What? Earthen... We can Counter Catcher here. No. Counter Catcher's not... Ooh, Unfair Stamp is the play. And Rescue Board. Hold on. Rescue Board. Attach. Oh, we can't attach right now. Let's go Unfair Stamp. Temple of Sinnoh is good. I'm gonna save that for later. And hopefully we don't get Iono'd here. Oh, we get double fire? Okay. And... What is worth... What can we even drop 6 damage counters on that's going to matter? We can't... Okay, we can't drop it on the Chinchino. We can drop it on the Lugia. I don't know if that matters, though. If we go and... If we soften... We could potentially soften this up. And yeah, unfortunately, they're out of range. Like, we have to do a bunch of stuff to make that work. So let's drop it on the Lugia. And hopefully they don't have any way of disrupting this next bit. Okay, Lumineon. We want that out of their hand. And they can waste a whole bunch of energy. I would not be Primal Turboing if I were them. Not right now. Ooh, you know what I should have done? I should have put... If I knew that I was going to do the Mist Energy play, or I was going to do the Stadium... Ah, that sucks. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because I can still soften that up and then soften this up. And hopefully they don't play an Iono right now. They might have gotten overzealous here. Yeah, they just attached all the energy. Oh, they're just going to go in with the Chinchino. That's annoying. Down to one prize. Now, how do we... Is it even possible for us to come back at this point? Can we come back from 5 prizes down? We can take 3 here. Okay, hold on. Let's go and attach Clairvoyant Sense. Right? And we'll attach the Fire Energy. I think we Drakloak first. And we see what we can find. Alakazam's good. Alakazam's great. And then we'll go and do this again. And Boss is also good. But we need a Dragapult. So we'll have to go Ultra Ball plus something else. If we go, and let's just make sure we even have Dragapults. Yeah, we have Dragapult. So let's go. Oh, no. I get TM Evo. It doesn't matter what tool we grab. We just need Ultra Ball. And sure, we can grab TM Evo. And I think at this point we can, definitely get rid of the Rare Candy and the TM Evo. Let's just go grab Dragapult. And is there any value in... Yeah, if we move... Here we go. Yeah, we Temple of Sinnoh for sure. We retreat into Dragapult. And we move some damage around. If we're going to drop... Yeah, we move 2 off of the Iron Hands. And we soften up the Lugia. And now we knock out the Chinchino. 1, 2, 3. And sure, we can soften up the Lumineon. And that's 3 prizes right there. Now, they might have boss's orders. They might have boss's orders, at which point we're screwed. Even now, like, we don't... They can just 2-shot. Oh, there it is. Boss for game. Ugh. Yeah, double Lumineon. They go and take out Xatu, and we lose. Unfortunately, like, the three prize turn was really cool, but the combination, the Mist Energy was really annoying, and the Iron Hands was absolutely brutal. Being able to take being up 3 prizes early before we could get set up was not great. And unfortunately, we were just not able to to stabilize our field fast enough, and Lugia just out-tempoed us there. 3 prizes towards the end was kind of cool, but ultimately, yeah, they had the pieces there to take that win. So we'll just have to hold that L. We'll have to hold that L. GG's. All right, and that is a look at Dragapult EX. I think that it is a very strong Pokemon with a lot of potential. I'm not sure this deck really is cut and dry, like the definitive best deck, at least based on what I've played. I do feel like there are times where the energy cost of the Psychic and the Fire can make it really awkward to set up. And I feel like this deck is maybe a little too bricky for my liking. And then on top of that, stuff like Mist Energy can be really annoying. And a lot of healing like the Scoop Up Cyclone and Professor Turo's can really negate some of what Dragapult is trying to do. And I think with the hype of Dragapult right now, a lot of people are on high alert with Dragapult and are teching for Dragapult really hard, whether they are putting in extra cards like a Scoop Up Cyclone or even Rabska we played against on stream at some point. It's tough out there for Dragapult. I do think that the deck is very strong. I think it has potential, and I don't think it's quite there yet. I haven't tried Lost Box, I haven't tried Pidgeot, and even then I've seen some mixed feelings on how those decks play, where I get the sense that Dragapult is maybe not quite there, and I could be wrong, right? By the time this video comes out, maybe Dragapult has won 80,000 more tournaments and it's the definitive best way, and it's not the Xatu way. I don't know. Right now, it's very early in the meta. Dragapult is strong, maybe not as strong as we thought based on what we've seen out of Japan, but I do think this card has a lot of potential, and maybe we haven't seen the best of it, and if not, that's absolutely terrifying. But for now, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. Twitch fam, stick around. But for our YouTube friends, we're getting out of here. So you can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.